everybody, and welcome back to the Brent Event Center. Happy New Year here with Coach Tamara Inoue after an 11th straight win. You're building on the records that you're already setting. You had 10, now you have 11. I want to focus on the defense in the first three quarters. I know you're going to have a lot to say about the fourth, but the first three quarters, and in particular that stretch in the second and the third quarter. What did you see from your team, and what did you see being the biggest difference to allow you guys to get a little bit of separation?
Yeah, I think just trusting the scout. You know, is Coach Tyler a scout today? And I think the more you trust what she's doing, you know, the better we become. So, you know, when we started to take away things that we talked about, I thought it looked much better. Sometimes we just get caught up just playing, and we got to be smarter than that and play to the scout.
And I know one of the things that you've been so pleased with during this winning streak has been the rebounding, especially of late. Obviously, just a 2 rebounding margin, a +2 margin, but still you're going up against some bigs in Akiti and some of the size and the Roadrunners. What did you see from your team collectively on the glass?
Yeah, you know, we just got to grab it. I think what's happening is we're getting our hands on it today, but then we weren't securing it well enough. So I think that got us out of our rhythm a little bit. You know, old boarding, we were usually pretty good at it, but they did a great job of boxing us out. So just not fouling. I think one biggest thing that we have to get better at is just stop fouling all the time.
And fortunately, you guys had a large enough cushion in the fourth where you didn't necessarily need the defense to be as locked in, but what was the message to the team following the game, understanding that I know you were probably not the most pleased with that final quarter?
You just can't. It's a 40-minute game, I think, and I just think the biggest thing is we kind of relax, and you know, we just got off the holiday break, and you know, they got to get our legs back, we got to get our rhythm back, you know, and I don't know how great of a job we did today doing that. We just got to understand that every quarter and every minute you step on there is to get better.
Now, a player that hasn't fallen out of rhythm at all, even with the layoff, is Hunter Hernandez. Again, we as fans almost take for granted how easy she makes it look. Another 27-point performance, second double-double of the season, 6th of her career. Is this the best offensive groove that you've seen her in throughout her career?
Yeah, I think, you know, sophomore year she's firing up pretty well too. I think for her it's just giving what's given to her. Like I don't think she's forcing things. I don't think she's, you know, it helps with Jada Wynn, it helps with Lauren Madsen, you know, it helps with, you know, Summer Hansen in there. I think it's helping her because of the offensive threats of everyone else. They got to pick and choose. And she does a good job of giving it up too when they double her. So, but you know, she's getting her shots. She knows where she wants it. She's not forcing at all, and I think that's her biggest piece right now is. Maybe previously she's forcing a little bit, now she's figuring it out.
Yeah, and you mentioned Jada battling through sickness today as well, still poured in 25 points and distributed the ball, did a little bit of everything, contributing to 17 assists that you guys had as a team. First, what did you think of her competitiveness to gut it out? And then from your team's ability to share the ball, what did you see on that end?
Yeah, I think the points of 27, 25 doesn't really tell the story of the game. I thought we did a good job of sharing the ball and pushing it and getting the right shot. So, but it's nice to see that our assists still are getting up there in the positives to our turnovers. You know, that's what we're good at, I think, right now. We're still figuring it out, and you know, having Daniela now back off for surgery, it's been nice having her. So just trying to still fit the pieces in correctly. But no, proud of them for pulling it out. I know the fourth quarter kind of just puts a little damper on it, but I thought we did a good job in the first 3 quarters.
And you mentioned the shooting and the offense, and you know, great 3-point percentage again. Free throw percentage, you guys are number 2 in the nation in free throw percentage. Again, I know you don't care about that stat, but this is just important for me. But in terms of the way that the offense has looked, again, regardless of if it's defense that spurs the offense, what is the aspect of the offense that you're most pleased with?
Just the ability to move it. You know, it's not must go here, must go there. It really is finding the right player at the right time and getting the correct shot, and I think they do a good job with that. We've got a lot of good players that understand and have good IQ and know what they're good at, and our team is learning each other in that way. I think that's what the fun part is you know, Hunter came back as the only returning starter, and then they have to learn her too. You know, we can't just go, okay, Hunter, get the ball, go. Like, they have to learn her as well. So I thought Our team is doing a really good job of understanding what we're all pretty good at. Hunter, playing with me for 5 years now, I think that is also a big piece to the puzzle of why she is doing as well as she has. She understands our system, understands the coaches, understands the wants and the needs.
It's a quick turnaround on Saturday. You guys go back at it against Cal State Fullerton, a good team in the Big West. Does it make it easier to lock in knowing that now it's officially kind of conference play mode?
Yeah, I think it's nice. I think, it is good to have that little break we have, but it is good to know that we're in a rhythm and that we have, for me, I'm very routine. So it's nice to know Thursdays, Saturdays, we have the same routine every time. So it will be good. Fullerton is a really good team. Coach Bonner's come in and has really gotten them playing hard. So it's going to be a good game on Saturday.
And lastly, today is New Year's Day, so I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you any question about New Year's. Do you have any traditions you like to do as a coach on New Year's? Any special post-game meal that you're planning on having, Coach?
It's just, when you're a basketball coach and you're a player yourself, you just kind of get used to not having Christmas, not having New Year's. You kind of just, but I am half Japanese, and it is one of the biggest. It is the biggest holiday of the year. So yeah, I've got some things at home that I do, and the soup I drink, and there's certain things that I definitely will do tonight.
Well, congrats again on the win, an 82-63 win for UC Irvine over Cal State Bakersfield. That's a program record, 11 straight wins, and they stay perfect at home, 6-0 at the Bren Event Center. That'll do it for us for the post-game show here on YouTube.